Welcome to your 2022 Mini Cooper 5-door review. I'm specifically with the S trim. So what that gets us here is a 2-liter turbo 4 engine, 189 horsepower and 207 pound-feet of torque, paired with a 7-speed automatic transmission. The only other option is the non-S, which is just the Mini Cooper 5-door. You get a 3-liter engine and 134 horsepower. I'd go with bigger. I like having the extra power, whether it's for moving people, stuff, or things around, or just having driving enjoyment. I would pony up the extra little bit of money to upgrade to the S trim. As far as driving dynamics go, still a Mini, still great handling, still fun to drive, even with 2 extra doors behind me. Very nimble, very quick. I've lived in sport mode for most of my week. I found I got a lot more responsiveness, and that fun to drive factor is elevated quite a bit in sport. And I think most people who pick up a Cooper S for regular city driving, they're going to live in mid mode, which is also known as normal, and that's great. And if you're doing maybe highway driving, you pop it up into green, save a little bit of fuel. But for me, the week that I've had it, I've wanted to have as much fun as possible, safe, responsible fun. So I have had it in S mode. Pretty quick off the line, and maybe 189 horsepower may not seem like a lot on paper, paired with the 207 pound-feet of torque, but it's still a small vehicle despite its 5-door status. So it moves pretty quick, and again, the agility of having something so small and so low to the ground. Again, straight line's great, cornering handling done with absolute ease, and he's known for that. If you do want something on the smaller footprint side, but still retaining some of the functionality, and this is where the 5-door beats out the 3-door. Yes, there's rear seats in the 3-door, but you gotta pull the seat forward, you gotta push the seat back forward as well, you gotta twist and turn and get back into the rear seats for whatever it is you need. But here with the 5-door, yeah, it's a little longer, but I would take this if I'm moving a lot of stuff and things, whether it's people or music gear or day-to-day life. I like the functionality, and you get the S trim, which gets you, again, the 189 horse, 207 pound-feet of torque. So that's what I would do. Taking a look outside, still retains the same shape. Front end's been tweaked a little bit, but you still have the very large identifiable headlights. It's that classic Mini look all around. And you go to the side profile, and yes, there's an extra door behind me, but if you're looking at it head-on, it might be hard to tell whether it's a 3-door or the 5-door. Going around to the rear, you get the Union Jack headlights as standard fare now. It just has that nice clean look to it. I wouldn't get the stripes on it. I would just get it as one solid color. The blue looks nice. In this, not my thing. I would go for maybe black. Okay, I would definitely go for black. I like black cars. I know they're hard to keep clean and all that, but it doesn't matter. But as far as the exterior goes, everything's as it should be. The rims that Mini Canada spec this with looked a little weird when I picked up the car last week. And it was not a bad weird, just a, that's kind of strange. Having all those design lines in the spokes of the rim made me blink a few times. It's not going to be for everybody, but the more and more I stepped out of my house and into the driveway to do my testing for it, the more and more I got used to it. Taking a look inside, there's a lot of familiarity here. 8.8-inch standard infotainment system. Graphics are very high res, very highly responsive, easy to navigate through. Plus you have the rotary dial just behind the gear shift, which makes it extra easy to navigate through. And I've said it before, say it again, BMW/Mini has the best infotainment system as far as ease of use goes. Great to go through as far as the touchscreen goes, but having that rotary dial just behind the gear shift makes it easier, to me, safer to navigate. That way you're just hand down just behind the gear shift, and you're not doing the touchscreen for absolutely everything. If you want it, it's there. If not, rotary dial for the win. Digital dashboard, nice, clear graphics, easy to read, easy to pull information from. The Premier Plus package, which is what Mini Canada spec this with, comes with a heads-up display. Oh, it sounded funny. Comes with a heads-up display. I don't like it because it's on a piece of plastic that rises and falls into the front end of the car. I don't mind heads-up displays. I'd rather them be directly on the windshield through projection as opposed to having a little piece of plastic come up. But that's just me. Other highlights of the Premier Plus package are heated steering wheel, heated seats, Apple CarPlay, panoramic sunroof, which I really like. It's got a dark headliner. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's black. But you have the dual. Well, it's still a panoramic, but it's two pieces separated by a big beam in the middle here. So thankfully, the rear one does have its own sunshade in case your rear passengers don't feel like having all the sun on them, or if they do want all the sun on them. And also with the Premier Plus package comes the wireless charging, which is tucked away and hidden nicely within the armrest. Everything else can standard fare, easy to use HVAC controls. You got your little array of buttons down there. You got your start stop, your automatic start stop as well, and your different drive modes. Bit of an irk here for me is the automatic start stop. It's a little jarring, it's a little sensitive. I've kept it off for most of my drive. I've had it on just to run through it and test it, but overall not really the biggest fan of it. Seats, very, very comfortable. You do have the thigh extender because well, not all the same shape or size, and we all don't have the same levels of comfort. Steering wheel, nice, thick, soft leather. Feels really, really good, and I'm happy that having a heated steering wheel is now an option for it. One last thing with the Premier Plus package is you do get the ambient light options, which are in the proper spot, right to the right, just to the right of the sunroof control. Little too much piano black here for my liking. It catches fingerprints, it catches dirt. Not really the greatest thing for me. But interior-wise, yeah, it's a little small. It doesn't feel as small as it should based on the footprint of the vehicle. But I think they found a good balance here. And the big win for me on the interior side is the accessibility. And having those two rear doors makes a world of difference. And for me, I would get the Mini Cooper 5-door over the 3 for everyday usage. It's so much easier to just pop up on those doors, get stuff and things in. A little cramped back there if you were sitting behind me. Now, I've got long legs and I've got average sized arms, so I sit all the way up and I sit all the way back. So not really a lot of leg room. I move up a little bit for my rear passenger, but I think that the accessibility versus the functionality of the 5-door is what would win it for me. I don't know how comfortable two full-size adults would be back there. Not for everybody, but there's a bunch of 5-doors on the road, so I think the big driver here, pardon the pun, but not really, is the functionality side. Quick dip into fuel consumption. So on premium fuel, because it is a Mini, we have 8.9 in liters per 100 kilometers on city streets, 6.6 liters per 100 kilometers on the highway, and our blended total comes up to 7.9. Not too bad. I'll spare you the long speech about the power to weight ratio and how that affects your fuel consumption, but not too bad for a vehicle of this size. That's going to wrap it up for the 2022 Mini Cooper S 5-door. Again, bigger engine compared to the non-S, which would be just the Mini Cooper 5-door. A pretty good vehicle all around if you're a fan of the Mini brand, or if you want something that's got great handling, plus some of the functionality of having rear doors. Take a look at it, take it for a test drive, see what you like about it. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate the support. And feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. And feel free to tell somebody about the channel you think might be interested in what it is that I do. Again, I really appreciate the support. Thank you so much for watching. Until I see you again, be well, be healthy, be safe.